I'm so glad someone made this comment right here. I've been meaning to make a video about Antifa for the last few days, ever since Trump announced that they are a terrorist organization. They are. Let me tell you what liberals do. Ready? So a bunch of soy boys, a bunch of dudes who are either trans, who are ex-nerds. They were the ones that were bullied all through high school. They're the ones that are angry at the world. They grew up, and instead of getting jobs and becoming productive members of society, they continue to live in their grandma's basement. They continue to play their Dungeons and Dragons and their World of Warcraft and hate the world. See, they're angry because everyone else is productive and living a life. So these people are angry. Now, they join this little group called Antifa. Now, here's where all the liberals go. Do you even know what Antifa means? Yeah, it means anti-fascism, right? Except there's one fundamental problem with the group Antifa. They're anything but anti-fascist. Let me explain. I'll slow it down for you. When you collectively gather as a group of people and you cover your faces and you ride around town, essentially bullying people for their beliefs, damaging property, harassing people, throwing shit, breaking shit, burning things down. Essentially, you are forcing people to follow your ideology. And it's not even like a suggestion. It's a full-on you're fully forcing people to do this stuff. Okay? You follow me so far? You're essentially bullies harassing the world to agree with you. And when they don't, you use violence to force them into it. All you gotta do is just call yourself anti-fascist while you apply fascism to every faction of your being. That's what Antifa is, regardless of what their name says. Follow me so far, Jamie Lee? Is that hard for you? Because I'm gonna say it again. I can call myself the anti-racists and then throw a KKK hood on and go lynch a bunch of black people. That's the same principle. Just because I call myself the anti-racist movement and then I turn around and I start killing black people in the name of KKK doesn't then make me anti-racist. That's essentially what Antifa's doing. They're doing the opposite of what their name stands for. Now, when people come and try to school me about communism, let me go ahead and let y'all know something, a little tidbit of information here. I am the child of a brown immigrant. I am bilingual. My skin is Caucasian. But where I come from, the reason I'm in this country today is because my grandfather, not my great-grandfather, not my great-uncle, my grandfather fled communism to come to the States because his village was under communist rule during World War II. He was in Sopiki, Albania. And the night that he fled his village was because the family next door to him all got pulled out on their knees, execution style, and shot one by one in the head for their religious beliefs in his village. His mother told him, "Tonight's the night you're leaving." And they made him pack his shit. He took one bag with him and he ran in the dead of night through the woods, through the forest, while the communist soldiers chased him with dogs and guns till he made it to the border of Greece. There he stayed, and then he immigrated to America, where my mother was born. My father's not even from here. So my grandfather, if he wouldn't have escaped communism, I wouldn't be in this great country we are in today. And you know how thankful for that I am? You know how thankful me and my immigrant family are to be in this country? Yet people want to school us on what anti-fascism means. No, you tell me, Jamie Lee, how much fascism have you dealt with in your bloodline? Has there been communism opposing you? Has communism ruined your family like my poor grandfather, who had to have 40 years go by before he could even talk to his family because they were behind the Iron Curtain? They all died behind communism because if he even would have sent one postcard home, they would have murdered his whole family for it. So he had to send postcards anonymously, as a pseudonym, as a fake name, as a woman, going to his neighbors' homes just to get a word to his family, because that's what communism did. So school me, Jamie Lee. Tell me what Antifa really stands for. You're going to talk to the people who have been displaced and harmed by real communism. You're going to talk to me and my family and school us on what Antifa means. Let me tell you something, white young person living in America. You don't know the first thing, you and your young people don't know the first thing about communism, yet you're all trying so hard to usher it in. Yet when the people who are affected by real communism try to tell you communism bad, you guys want to school us and make us feel like we're crazy. I don't need a lesson in what Antifa means. I know what anti-fascism is because me and my family have been fighting against it because it's actually hurt and displaced us for years now. How has communism directly affected you, Jamie Lee, or all the other little Antifas that are probably visiting my page and listening to my videos, wearing your masks, burning shit to the ground? You guys are so, oh my God, you're so oppressed. You live in America. You live in the country that my family escaped to escape real communism, real fascism. But go ahead and school us. School us brown people with accents. Wait, isn't that racist? Aren't you guys being racist doing that to us? You're invalidating our experience as brown people in this country. The hypocrisy runs deep with y'all. But go ahead, school us again on what Antifa means. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you, President Trump, for calling Antifa, the organization, exactly what it is, which is a terrorist organization. Thank you, President Trump. And TikTok, if you're going to come for me and try to silence my video because I'm saying Antifa's a terrorist organization, pretty soon there's going to be a law literally in place calling it that. So go ahead, TikTok, take my video down for stating the obvious. Y'all are so pressed. Y'all want these people to take over this country. So the people who really escaped communism don't have a place to go. Where are we going to go? You think we want to stay here with y'all if you usher in the thing that we ran from? Critical thinking is hard, y'all. It's hard, I know. As the person whose family was directly impacted by communism, allow me to say it again. Communism bad. Antifa bad. I'm glad. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you for everything you're doing. And if that makes y'all feel upset, I don't know, maybe go live in a communist country and see how that really feels for a little while, and then come back to America and let us know what you think. Hope that helps.